G'day gang, Dan here, how you going? Back in the Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood. Now, we've just finished that quest, or side quest, and there is another side quest behind us, it looks like. Author's assistant wanted. Author seeks well-muscled and energetic assistant to help research local history. Applicants must be willing to traipse about in swamps and, possibly, haunted ruins. Peerless martial skill and daedra may care attitude required. Positive outlook and cheery disposition desired. Don't miss out on this lucrative opportunity. Please direct all inquiries to Ysara of Sentinel at the Egg and Hammer Inn in Gideon. Well, we are in Gideon, so let's go and find this Ysara person. This the place? The Egg and Hammer Inn. Alright, off we go.
Right, so if that's north, that means... Wait, that's not right! Oh, more was mercy! A little help, anyone?
I think it's just me. I'm the only one to answer the call. Hey, Sarah.
Are you from around here? Sorry, I'm not familiar with Gideon and... Wait, are you here because of my flyers? Thank Ruptka. Call me Ysara. I'm here on a thrilling, inspirational journey, and I could really use a sturdy companion.
What sort of assistance do you need?
I'm an author. Aspiring, really. I've penned a few romance novels, but they all lack, what's the word? Authenticity, yes. So, I resolved to get out into the world and find my muse. Now, here's the exciting part. I found it in Castle Giovesse.
You found your romantic muse in a crumbling castle?
Yes. Well, not exactly. A tragic affair played out there years ago, and love-struck spirits still haunt the castle. I acquired a magic lantern that allows me to speak to the ghosts. But you know, ghosts. I need you to ward off the angrier spirits.
I'll help you with your investigation.
Thank you for agreeing to accompany me. With your help, my next romance novel will be a masterpiece. Here, take the lantern. Now, fair warning, I've never actually used it, but I heard a ghostly woman wanders the city gardens. We can test it there.
So, you're a writer?
Yes. Well, I fancy myself one at any rate. My novels receive mixed reviews, but romance is a tough genre, you know? All those stuffy critics want is highbrow, elf in a parlor broods over losing his father's fortune type stuff. What a snooze.
Why romance, if you don't mind me asking?
Because I'm a romantic, you silly. I mean, sure, I've never been in a really serious relationship, but let's be honest. Tales of people settling into stable marriages and living happy, fulfilling lives don't sell. People want passion, danger.
And you think we'll find both in Castle Giovesse?
Oh yes, maybe too much. Castle Giovesse has a long, tragic history. You've read Carlo Town Way's 2920 series, right? If not, you absolutely must. If I could write something half as satisfying, it would be a dream come true.
What can you tell me about this enchanted lantern?
Well, I can tell you it's alien in origin. It's, you know, it's quite lovely, and it lets you talk to ghosts.
How?
Oh, that's easy. You just sort of jiggle it, or something. Look, I'm an impulse buyer, but I'm certain it will work. The orc I bought it from is a very reputable dealer. The ghost won't be able to resist its glow. You'll see.
What do you know about this tragic affair you mentioned before?
Only the basics. My great-great-grandmother lived in Gideon for a time before immigrating back to Sentinel, and she brought back all kinds of stories. Some joyful, but most tragic. I just wish I could have met her before she passed to the far shores.
So what's the story?
Oh, you know, star-crossed lovers, murder, betrayal, that sort of thing. But like I said before, I'm done with those tired old cliches. I want facts. That's why we're going straight to the source.
What makes you think any of it's true?
My great-great-grandmother may have embellished a bit. What storyteller doesn't? But every tale she told had some seed of truth to it. And after speaking to the people here in Gideon, I'm certain I'm onto something. You'll see. Just you wait.
All right. Let's go, Ysara. To the city gardens. A romance novelist named Ysara asked me to help her explore the haunted Castle Giovesse. She seems convinced that the castle's tragic history will help inspire her next novel. Ysara asked me to meet her in the city gardens. According to the locals, a ghostly presence wanders the area. This might be the perfect opportunity to test her magic lantern. Right, so, which is just actually over there. Aha.
You made it! Alright, this is the place where people see the spirit. Go on and try out the lantern.
You seen a ghost?
What do you want?
Oh, nothing, don't worry. Doesn't want to talk. Spirit lantern, use it.
Who intrudes upon my grief? Giovesse is lost. My son is lost. All that remains is sorrow.
Tava's feathers! I was right! Alright, you talk, I'll take notes.
Duchess Estella Galenus.
You can see me? It matters little. The miseries of Castle Giovesse bind me here, bind all of us here. We are cursed. Our gardens wither, our once great walls crumble, and my gentle son feels nothing but heartache.
Who are you? What brought this curse on the castle?
I am Duchess Estella of Castle Giovesse. As for the curse, it is the work of a vile trollop named Alizinda. Arche scorn her soul. My darling boy, Mathen was infatuated with her. And how did she repay his affection? By murdering him in cold blood.
Why did Alizinda kill your son?
I cannot bear to speak of it anymore. My poor Mathen. I sense his presence sometimes. He's bound to the place where he died. An old cottage northeast of Giovesse. Place where he and Alizinda trysted.
Alright, I'll go to the cottage and I'll speak with your son, Mathen. Succeed where his mother failed? Ysara?
It worked! I told you it would work! Tall Papa's breeches, what a tale! A ghostly duchess, lusty young nobles, betrayal and murder. This story's got it all. Whew. Is it getting hot out here or is it just me?
The Duchess says her son Mathen was cursed.
Yes, tied to a cottage nearby. I can almost picture it. Rustic, secluded, tossel quilts, embers smoldering on the hearth. Gives me the prickles. Almost makes you forget someone likely died there. Something she said does trouble me a bit.
What's that?
The Duchess said the lover's name was Alizinda. That was my great-great-grandmother's name. It can't be a coincidence, can it? She lived in Gideon for a time before moving back to Alakir. Do you think my ancestor murdered Mathen?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's go and talk to Mathen. Yes, let's do that, is what she's... she wants to say. It's an internal dialogue there. Alright, so we need to get out... Yep, this way. Cross over there and find the lover's cottage. This looks like it. Oh!
This is the cottage the Duchess mentioned, I think.
Oh,
Not
sorry.
that romantic, is it?
Little
Let's look around.
distracted over here with these plants. Okay. Ysara?
Not exactly the luxurious love nest I was expecting. I suppose a couple hundred years of neglect will do that to a house. Let's look around before we try to summon Mathen. Always pays to prepare before an interview. That's what I've heard anyway.
Tarnished Ring of Mara. Despite years of exposure to the elements, this delicate band remains quite lovely. Alazinda's journal. Second seed 12. Oh, he says it so sweetly. Alazinda, you are my moonlight, my moonlit night, my daytime warmth of the sun. But is this just the way a noble might speak to his mistress? I sometimes fear that Mathan sees me as nothing more than a spring dalliance. I know that I can't measure up to the Nibonese ladies who swoon at his approach. I know I have little to offer, but even so, I feel a love for him that's warmer than the Alakir desert at a high sun. I hope he knows that. Mid-year on the 8th. He loves me, tall papa's breeches. What did I do to deserve such a man? He told me I fretted in vain. He says his heart belongs to me and me alone. He even spoke of marriage. Can you imagine? All my dreams are coming true. Mid-year on the 16th. I was such a fool. Love, it's a cruel joke. All Mathan's talk of marriage and travel were nothing but lies, honeyed words that let him indulge in rebellious frivolities. The other women tell me he's proposed to someone else, the heir to a northern province who has not yet arrived. I'm sure the Duchess is very proud. Well, I won't be made a fool of, not anymore. Mid-year on the 18th. All is prepared. Mathan plans to meet me at the cottage tonight. It has to be tonight. Every night my anger grows dimmer and the sadness takes its place. He broke my heart. He used me. If I don't make him pay now, I fear I never will. Damn you, Mathan. Damn you for making me hurt the one I love. What? Alazinda may have done him in, Ysara.
Nothing but creaky floorboards and old weeds for me. I knew I should have brought my spectacles. What did you find?
You didn't even move. I found an old ring and a journal belonging to Alazinda.
May I? Her anguish just jumps off the page, doesn't it? So, Mathan intended to marry someone else and Alazinda killed him in a fit of passion. Can you imagine loving someone so deeply that you end up murdering them? Gods, that's romantic. Sort of.
Yeah. Do you think the ring belonged to her as well?
It's a ring of Mara, the sort of ring used in a pledge of marriage. Mathan might have intended to give it to this mysterious fiancé or... I'll hang on to the ring. Let's use the lantern. Maybe Mathan can shed some light on this.
Alright, I'll light the lantern to call out Mathan's ghost.
Who's there? Alazinda, my love. Is it you?
So this is Mathan? Gracious. Grandmother Alazinda clearly knew how to pick them.
Hey, Mathan.
This light. It offers some respite from my sorrows. You have my thanks. I am Mathan Galenus, heir to the Duchy of Giovesse. What brings you to this place?
Your mother, Duchess Estella. She asked us to speak to you. She said you're both victims of a curse.
Curse? Is heartache not curse enough? My great love, Alazinda, poisoned me on the very night I meant to propose to her. Someone deceived her. Told her I meant to marry another. She killed me, yes. But it was an act of jealous grief, not witchcraft.
So if Alazinda didn't lay a curse on you, why are you and your mother still here?
I do not know. I've learned that certain objects hold a grip on the soul. Things we treasured in life. In my darkest moments, I sometimes feel drawn to the chapel where they laid my body to rest. I see harsh light glinting off my golden armor.
Do you think this golden armor could be what's keeping you here?
Maybe. These long, gray years make it difficult to think. Seek out the chapel. You will find it to the west, amidst the ruins of the castle. If my armor keeps me in this sorry state, I beg you to find it. Without love, there is nothing for me here.
Alright, we'll go to the chapel and look for your armor.
My lady, forgive my impertinence. but you are the very image of my lost love, Alizinda. How
I'll
could
catch up
this
to you
be?
at the chapel, all right? Oh my goodness. I believe I'm her descendant, brave Sir Duke, Baron, whatever. My name's Ysara, by the way. What were we talking about again?
You share her spirit, Lady Ysara. At last, fate grants me a kindness.
We must help him. That poor soul. Sweet Mora's left tit! What was that all about? Sorry for the language, but... whew, right? Have you ever met a ghost that gorgeous? Gods, I'm sweating right through this blouse. We should head to the Giovesse chapel and look for Maffin's armor.
Oh my goodness, Ysara, maybe I should have just left you. Have you seen this chapel before?
Not yet. I've heard some nasty rumors about howling ghosts that wander the castle grounds, attacking anyone who draws near. So, we have that to look forward to. Maybe we'll find someone else worth talking to. Hard to say.
Duchess Estella and Mathan seem peaceful enough.
Well, the lantern draws in spirits that yearn for connection. At least that's what the nice orc who sold it to me said. The ghosts that wander around Giovesse definitely aren't interested in talking.
Can we choose who to summon with the lantern?
I don't think so. We're basically offering the stage to any spirit who has something to say. There's no telling who might answer. I'd say it's worked out well so far.
Wonder if we can hang on to the lantern and then go to places of the past. Okay, anyway, we're going to this, the Castle Giovesse, the chapel there. Let's watch out for those plants. Which is just over here. Oh, it's right in front of us, in fact. Thought we were... Aha! Oh, what's left of it? Oh, there are spirits everywhere, isn't there? Better fire it up. Drop. Fall. Vanquished. Oh, Ysara.
Well, here we are, and not a scrap of golden armor in sight. Let's have a look around. Call out if you see anything. I don't know about you, but I can't bear the idea of disappointing Maffin. He's got it hard enough already.
Yes, he does. Gaze deep into a mother's sorrows, and pluck the seed of fury. Call forth the bitter ghost to help light spirit's path. Restore life lost by blood with shadows long and twisted. Return what murder took, no price is too dear.
What's that you've got there? Not a golden helm by any chance.
No, some strange lines written out. Have a look.
A magical incantation. The handwriting is different from Alizinda's journal. That means she can't be responsible for the curse. I knew my ancestor wasn't a sorceress. A murderer? Maybe, but not a sorceress. Of course, this all begs the question.
Who really placed the curse on the castle?
Yes, and more importantly, why? The person who cast the spell clearly had an axe to grind. Maybe it was a court wizard or some jilted witch. My novel's less romance and mystery at this point. Let's use the lantern again. Maybe the culprit's here.
All right. Fire it up.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you caring for my boy?
Duchess Estella.
Did you find my dear Mathen? Can't I trust you to locate a simple cottage?
We found Mathen, but Alizinda didn't place the curse on Giovesse. Someone else did.
How is that possible? It had to be Alizinda. When Mathen died, the duchy's light died with him. That Redguard wench cast us into darkness. If I could just have brought him back, I could have...
Wait, you tried to bring Mathen back from the dead?
Yes. Arcade, forgive me. I wept over his body in this very chapel for 3 days without sleep or nourishment. My grief was ocean deep. He was my only boy. So I cast a simple spell. I tried to draw him back with promises of glory. I failed.
Tell me about this spell.
I cast the spell over his armor and sword, but it went awry. I wrote everything down. You can find my notes in my private study beneath the eastern wall. If you find his helm, breastplate, and shield too, you might be able to set things right.
All right. I'll look for your notes and Mathen's armor.
Necromancy? How could she?
You. Oh, I see you well enough, Redguard. You think I don't notice the family resemblance? You stay away from my boy!
Tava's feathers. Bit touchy, isn't she?
She is. What's glowing over here? Unfinished letter to Pronobius. To High Priest Pronobius Hebron, I know that you have by now heard that the only son of the Duchy of Giovesse was cruelly murdered by a spurned lover. The woman who is suspected of the foul deed, a Redguard, seems to have fled back to the desert sands from which she hailed. It seems doubtful that she can be brought to justice. Mathen, the son, is greatly mourned. Like his father before him, he was well liked by all in Giovesse and beyond. He was adored by his mother, though some say she was a bit more controlling than loving. I do not judge, only offered advice or counsel when asked. As you know, I have faithfully served the Galanus family for decades. The position has not been without its occasional troubles. The late Duke was a devout man, but his lady wife, Duchess Estella, is perhaps less so. She does, of course, attend and oversee all the rites and rituals as someone in her position must do, but I have always thought that perhaps her heart was not in it. However, with the loss of Mathen, I now genuinely question her devotion to the gods and the path of light. I wonder if your grace might consider a visit to Castle Giovesse to take counsel with the Duchess. I do not wish to put a paper of some of the rumors I have heard recently about what she might be doing in her private study, but she has tomes related to the darker arts, nor how she rails and rages about the loss. She clearly cannot pass into a state of acceptance of such a fate. Pronobius.
Let's find these notes. Catching Mathen's eye gave me butterflies, but catching Estella's eye gives me the shivers.
Butterflies and shivers, yes. Alright, let's go.
Let's make our way to this private study. Carefully.
Yep. Spirits all around us. Bit of the old ectoplasm. Oh, it's below.
Damn it. Why can't I remember?
Aha. Duchess's private study.
His own mother toying with dark magic in this very room. What a plot twist.
Aha. Duchess Estella's notes. Soon my beloved Mathen will return, but there is still much to do. The ritual demands that I bury the talismans, his armor pieces, under clumps of heartsbane. The foul poisons of the plant are meant to keep meddlesome spirits at bay. It's just a matter of where to put them. I will plant this cuirass near the well so that his heart is rejuvenated. I must bury his helm near the wall so that he can see what danger approaches. His shield will rest near the gate to protect this castle and his spirit. Lastly, I will place his sword in the care of an ancestor. There is danger here, but I have to try. I did find something, yes.
You found Duchess Estella's notes that quickly? Thank Rooped Guy can rely on your eyes. Can barely see a thing in this place. What do they say?
Well, apparently, the spell involved burying Mathan's armor and the clumps of Heartsbane.
Really? I think I spotted some on the way across the castle grounds. I knew that herbalism workshop would come in handy someday. If we do manage to find the armor, be careful pulling it out of the tangle. Heartsbane's quite deadly.
I'll be careful.
I saw a clump of Heartsbane on the way here. Come on!
Let's go.
This way, I think.
Now, got a duelist in my way.
There! That's Heartsbane, right?
Whip out the old axe and shield. It's been a while. Heartsbane, start digging. Mathan's golden helm. Long years of neglect have rendered this helm unusable. Even so, its golden hue and weathered etchings are quite beautiful.
You found his helm? We're off to a great start. Unless... Sorry. I feel like we've assembled most of the clues to this mystery, but I just can't shake the feeling that we're missing something here.
What do you mean?
Well, Duchess Estella got them into the situation, right? She cast the ugly spell that cursed poor Mathan, and now we're gathering up the items she used to make this mistake in the first place? It can't be that simple. What are we missing?
You think there's more she's not telling us?
Maybe, maybe not. She wasn't a professional necromancer. Maybe she missed something too. Remember what Mathan told us? Certain objects take hold of the soul. If that's the case, isn't it odd that we found him in the cottage instead of the chapel?
We found that ring of Mara in the cottage. Do you think that might play a role in this?
Only one way to find out. Let's use the lantern again. I'm still carrying the ring. If he followed us here, maybe we're onto something.
All right. Igniting.
Lady Ysara, I had not expected to see you again. Why do you summon me? Where are we? It's been so long since I walked the grounds of the castle. I scarcely recognize it. Whatever the place, it is good to speak to someone again. And to see the fair image of my lost love.
Your mother is responsible for the curse. She told us to find your armor so we can break the spell.
Spell? Some ill-conceived plot to resurrect me, I presume. Mother never could suppress her passion for the occult. Now we both pay the price. But even so, I feel something else now. Some other force that nags at my soul. Something fairer, softer.
We found the ring you planned to give to Alizinda before she murdered you.
My ring of Mara? I had not thought to see it again. I see it clearly now, though. At rest near the heart of the fair Lady Ysara. The course is clear, friend. Gather my armor and rid me of the curse. In the meantime, I will bask in Ysara's glow.
What do you mean?
Lady Ysara, you bear not only Alizinda's ring, but her spirit as well. Had I a heart, it would pound like a drum at the sight of you.
Thank you, Mathan. I'm sorry for what happened to you. My friend and I will fix it, I promise.
Having you beside me is all I need. Come, let me sweep you away.
What?
Find my armor and break the curse. Your friend will be safe with me in the meantime.
Oh my! What just happened?
He whisked you away to his special place. Alright, here's more Heartsbane. Mathan's golden shield. The shield would likely crack on impact. but the crest of Giovesse remains proudly emblazoned on the decorative boss.
Mathen, what did you do?
Breastplate over here. Mathen's golden breastplate, while rotted leather and corroded rivets make this armor unusable, it remains a flawless example of Blackwood smithing. Use the spirit lantern.
You summon me again? Did you find the armor? Where is your lecherous friend? Just like her ancestor, ensnaring her betters, meddling in family affairs. Huh. Mathen should be thanking me for sparing him the pain.
Mathen abducted her? What did you mean, spare him the pain?
Mathen truly meant to marry Alizinda. A woman with no pedigree, no means, and no great talent. She was a no-one. I couldn't bear the idea of him throwing his future, and that of our duchy, away over some childish romance. So I spread a rumor.
You convinced Alizinda that Mathen meant to marry someone else?
I only meant to split them apart. It was for his own good. Typical of low-bred paupers, she overreacted. Mathen died by her hand, not mine. None of this matters. What matters is breaking the curse. I need one last object. The Sword of Giovesse.
Where is this sword?
It is in the mausoleum, beneath the Great Bridge, guarded by Calvis Vannon, 1st Duke of Giovesse. Retrieve the sword and bring everything you found to Tavia's tower. If all goes as it should, we can reverse the spell, and set both of us free.
This ritual had better free Ysara too.
I don't want that woman lingering near my son any more than you do. Find the sword, and bring it to the tower.
Sword to the tower. Well, there's the bridge. And this is under it. Giovesse Mausoleum. The Sword of Giovesse. This masterfully crafted relic is aged beyond use, but it remains a potent symbol of rulership. Oh, hello there. Come on, Duke, you've got nothing. Fire it up, take you down. To Tavia's towers? Tower. There's only one. Or is there? Maybe there's two. I do like a big old fiery sword. Spirit lantern?
Mathen, my darling boy. We can finally end this curse.
And now I part with the Lady Ysara as well? Is there nothing you won't take from me?
Place the regalia, adventurer. It is well past time we left.
Farewell, dear lady. I wish we had more time.
There you are. I'm fine. Don't worry. Just a little dizzy is all. I suppose you should set these spirits free. I hate to see Mathen go, but this is the right decision, right?
I guess so.
Do what you will, my friend. It seems my mother controls my fate in the afterlife as well.
Ugh! What are you waiting for? I don't want to stay in this place even a moment longer.
My goodness. Alright. Place it down.
Mathan! Why aren't you... Mathan!
I'm still here?
My poor Mathan. What went wrong? Mathan's still here. I don't understand. You should talk to him.
Mr. Mathan?
I am sorry for absconding with dear Lady Ysara. I found myself conflicted, torn between two intentions. One in the cursed armor, and another in the Ring of Mara. You sundered Mother's curse, but it seems my soul remains tied to the ring.
You mean you're still trapped here, despite breaking the curse?
Trapped? Perhaps. The foul burden of necromancy no longer weighs me down, but my connection to the ring is no less intense. It's passionate, fiery. It's like all my unfulfilled dreams and desires remain bound to that band. And to Lady Ysara.
Is there a way to free you?
Perhaps. Part of me still yearns for the warmth of Aetherius. But now, as I behold the beautiful Lady Ysara, I'm given pause. She is so like my beloved Alizinda, with a heart as warm as the sands she walked as a child. I must speak with her.
Alright. I'm sure she wants to talk to you too.
Lady Ysara, light of my afterlife. That ring you carry is the key to my heart. I leave my fate in your hands.
My hands? Mathan, what are you saying?
If you choose to wear the ring, I will remain by your side, an attentive and loving guardian.
Are you serious? Tall Papa, preserve me.
Destroy the ring, and I will pass to Aetherius. The choice, my lady, is yours.
Did I just get a proposal from a ghost? Up until now, the only man who ever wooed me was a stable hand in Bergama. I know I should recoil at this. It's profane, blasphemous, right? But gods, he's cute, and the way he speaks, it's like a dream.
He said the choice is yours.
Ugh! How could he lay something like this at my feet? I can barely decide which boots to wear most days. When he swept me away, he told me his heart was torn to pieces. He said I was the only balm. He said I was his second chance.
Do you think that's true?
I don't know. Aside from the whole ghostly murder victim thing, this is what my heart always yearned for. It's why I write romance novels. The thought that I could bring him love and joy is intoxicating. Still, he deserves peace and rest, right?
I think you should seize this opportunity for love and keep the ring.
Yes, I want to write and travel and feel the rush of romance every time I slip on this ring. Mathan and I have so much to offer one another. It will be a little weird, yes, but like I said before, who wants normal romance? Certainly not me. I want you to stay with me, Mathan. I know it's weird, but...
Weird? No, my lady. Unique. Unique and perfect.
Should I just go now?
Tava's feathers, this is so exciting! Who else in the world has a ghostly bow to talk to? Other than crazy spinsters, I mean. What an adventure!
What's next for the two of you?
The two of us. It feels so odd having a partner. I have a lot of writing to do. Mathan hopefully will be able to enjoy an existence outside these old ruins. We have a lot to look forward to.
Are you concerned about appearances?
I'm a romance novelist poking around a dingy castle in the swamp. Do I strike you as someone overly concerned with appearances? No, it will all turn out. I doubt people will even be able to see Mathen.
What are you basing that on?
A hunch, mostly. Without the power of the spirit lantern to illuminate him, Mathen should just be a whisper in the wind for most people. I think it actually makes it all even more romantic. Every moment together is a secret rendezvous. Marvelous.
Marvelous, splendid. Look at her, Mathen.
How refreshing it is to have something to look forward to. An existence outside the walls with a beautiful woman at my side. It is a miracle. And I have you to thank.
You're not troubled by abandoning the afterlife?
Not in the slightest. The light of Aetherius pales before Ysara's smiling face. I have no regrets. Not anymore.
Do you think your mother made it to Aetherius?
In truth, I hardly care. I'm not so petty that I would wish some ill fate upon her. But I'm in no rush to see her again. Wherever she went, she can stay there.
Okay. I and all these other people will leave you two alone. Off we go.